Welcome to your broken down sun salutation practice. In this segment, we will make sure to explain to you each step to bring you to a more fluid practice. There will be 4 sequences in total. The first one will be a short warm-up. The second will be the broken down section where we take the time to explain each posture so you understand where to bring your attention during the practice. In the third and fourth sequences, you will see the 12 postures put together in the sun salutation. Don't forget, it is always important to see a doctor before starting any exercise program, and that if you need to come out of a posture for any reason, just do it softly and consciously and adapt a relaxing posture. For example, lying on your back, or the hare or child pose. Are you ready? Have a great practice. So let's start at the front of your mat, feet well anchored into the ground, sacrum down, stomach in, shoulders back, chest forward and up, and elongate the spine and open your hands into Tadasana, the hands facing forward, mountain pose, and close your eyes for a few seconds and connect to your breath. Take the time to just breathe in and breathe out deeply. And you can open your eyes and we'll start. Breathe in and take all this energy on each side. Elongate the arms, the fingers, and prayer down. Breathe out. Again, breathe in and push your feet into the floor and extend your fingers in the opposite way. And breathe out, prayer. Let's carry on. Breathe in and up. And then open a curtain on each side of your body and then dive forward, straightening the back before laying round once we're on the floor. And then bend slightly your knees and roll back up one vertebra at a time. Shoulders back to Tadasana. Breathing up and prayer down. Again, breathing up. Breathe out, dive. Bring the buttock very far behind. And careful here. Bend the knees and bring your buttocks down to look for and then push on your thighs to come back up, taking all this energy. And breathe out, prayer. Let's go further. Breathing up. Breathe out, down. And we're going to add a flat back here. So flat back, push your shoulders back. Push your buttocks far behind to extend the spine. And elongate the neck to prolong the spine extension. And back down. We're going to retake this position and look at different possibilities. So pull your fingers toward the floor. You can bend your knees or not. Then you can have your arms on your tibias or on your thighs. Extend the elbows on each side. And make sure that you have a flat back. Okay, come back down and then bend your knees, push up and prayer down. Let's go further. Breathe in, breathe out, dive, round back, and then careful, flat back. Breathe out, round back. And then bring the right foot behind and drop the knee and the top of the foot on the mat and rub back and forth slowly, warming up the engaged muscles. Breathe in forward, breathe out backward. And when you're forward, think of pushing the hips in front and down. And always be careful that your knee does not go further than your toes when you're in front. If you need, you can always bring the foot closer to the front of your mat if needed. Rock last one time. And then we're going to keep this forward position. You can always bring the hands on your thighs or on blocks, which help to bring hips further down. You can also have the hands on each side of your foot, whatever is comfortable for you. Enter into your breath. And then we're going to bring the buttocks back, bring the right knee up to then bring the hips back down. Push in your right heel, and again, if you need the blocks or your hands on your thigh or on each side of the foot, whatever's comfortable. Just relax and breathe into the posture. Bring back your right leg either with little step or one single step. Abandon the body down and then breathe out. Push on your thighs. And prayer. Other side, breathe in, up. Breathe out, down. Flat to round back, and then again a flat back. Round, down. Bring your left foot behind, then drop the knee and the top of the foot. Again, rock back and forth. And breathe through it slowly. Breathe in front, breathe out back. Again, you can always use the blocks during this motion. When front, bring shoulders back and hips forward. Take the time to feel each posture. One last time, and then we're gonna keep the posture forward. Hands on the thighs or each side of the foot or on the blocks, whatever you desire. Breathe slowly, deeply. And we're gonna bring the butt back up to then bring the hips down and push on your left heel. Enter the synergy between concentration and breath. And we're going to bring the left foot forward. Let the upper body down. Bring the buttocks down, push up, breathe in. And breathe out, prayer. Breathe in and pull your fingers high and push your feet into the mat in order to create this space in your rib cage. Make sure your shoulders are rolled back. Breathe in comfortably. Shoulders back, buttocks in, stomach in, and engage your abdominals. The different options here are to stay here, or you can take a little box at the top of your head and bring it slightly backward to arch your back, always engaging your abs. And you can always extend the head slightly back and interlace your fingers. And come back up, breathe in and out, dive forward, pull your buttocks far behind and look far in front of you. Extend the chin and then curve the back once we're down. Then squeeze your shoulder blades for a straight back. Hands down or on the tibias or on your thighs. Pull the coccyx far behind, straighten the legs. And also straighten the neck. You are flat back from the buttocks to your head and pull the chest down. Sometimes some people will keep their hands on the floor also. It is a little bit more demanding though. And then roll back down. Align the fingers with the toes and extend your right foot back. And then make sure you bring your hips down. You can always put the right knee down if easier. Then you would bring your other knee to go to plank pose eventually, like shown here. But before, let's view a little bit more challenging options so you can choose. So let's go back into a lounge. Then bring the 2 feet together. Then bring the right foot back. And I push my hips down, shoulders back, elongate the neck, and see how I do a straight line between head and toes. You can always use blocks in this posture. The important is to be comfortable and feel your hips pulling down. And always make sure that your knee is at 90 degrees, not going over the toes. Breathe deeply. Careful, sometimes people let the back knee go down, so push into your heel to have a straight back leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Put your hands on each side of your foot. Make sure that your fingers are aligned with your toes. Bring the foot back, the left foot back. Push into your heels. Careful with the butt being up. Abs and buttocks in, and often people come over their hands with the upper body. Push into your heels to extend the whole body. You can always put the knees down, but still elongate the body and engage your core muscles. This is an easier option. Now down to push-up. For beginners, I simply show a push-up where you simply control your body down in a straight line. There's an option with a J motion that you will see me doing later, but if you start, just do a regular push-up. Let's go with an easier option. Come back in plank and bring your knees down and then your body down. Always keep your elbows close to the body. This works more the triceps than the shoulders. Then Cobra. Push on your hands and elongate the body up, shoulders back, chest forward. If your lower back hurts, just go on your forearms instead of your hands. And careful, often people let the body collapse and then the shoulders shrug, like you have your shoulders to the ears. Make sure you have a tall neck, as if you were curious and trying to look on the other side of the fence. Just breathe deeply into this posture. Then an easy option for the downward facing dog is the hare pose, or commonly known as the child pose. Just push your hands into the mat in front of you as if you were trying to rip the mat out, and push your buttocks far on your heels. Breathe through this pause. Feel the stretch at your shoulder blades and breathe through your lower back. Now, let's view the downward facing dog the easy way. Let's come back to the Cobra. Breathe in. Then push on your hands to come on your knees. And then after that, push your butt up and then backward. Breathe through that position. Push your heels down. A little bit more challenging way, the whole downward facing dog. So back to Cobra. Then engage your toes in the mat. So just curl your toes in the mat. And then plank to eventually push the butt up and back and let the head enter between your arms. Push in your hands forward to back up the body. You want to push your buttocks up and back at the same time. Careful, often people come over their hands with the upper body. You want to be backed up. Push in your hands forward so your buttocks and your body go backward. And make sure that you push the chest towards your thighs. Breathe deeply and careful not to be at the tips of your toes, but push your heels down. Breathe in, breathe out. Now look between your hands and bring your right foot between your two hands and then press your hips down. Shoulder backs and your toes aligned with your fingers. Often some people have trouble doing this one motion. So here are two options. Let's go back to plank. Then downward facing dog. Then look between your hands and bring your foot halfway and help yourself with your right hand to bring the leg forward. Always think of pushing your hips down and roll your shoulders back. Extend the whole body. Second option, back to downward facing dog. Drop the left knee down. Then look between your hands and bring your right foot between your hands. And then you can just bring the left and then abandon the body down and breathe out. To come back up, push your buttocks down, roll your shoulders back, and look forward. And then push on your thighs and breathe in with the arms reaching on each side. And prayer, breathe out. Now a note, make sure to push up the body in a straight line and not push your body forward. Now let's view a little bit more challenging way to come back up. So come back forward bend, then squeeze your shoulder blades, engage your core, and then use the strength of your thighs, your core, your buttocks, and breathe in, straightening the arms up. So you use your whole body to come up. And then you can do at the beginning, either stay there or bend backwards slightly, and then prayer out. Voila. So front of your mat, and breathe in, extend, and breathe out, dive forward, flat back, then round back. Come back up slightly for a flat back, then drop back down, and then bring the right foot behind. You can always drop the knee, left leg behind or left knee behind. And plank pause to go down into a straight push-up. And slowly come back up to a cobra. Breathe in. And breathe out, downward facing dog or the hare pause as you wish. Here, stay here if you're in downward facing dog and walk one heel at a time down to warm up those muscles behind your legs. And then stay the two legs stabilizing, and then push your heels down. Make sure you push on your hands to back up the body. Look between your hands. Bring the right foot in front, then the left foot. Abandon the body forward, and then bring your buttocks down or come back up straight. Breathe in, breathe out, prayer. Breathe in, breathe out, dive. Flat back, breathe in. Breathe out, down, and left leg forward. Bring your hips down. Bring the other foot in the back. Plank pause. And then come back, push up, and cobra. Breathe. And then downward facing dog or the hare or child pause. Make sure you push your hands on the mat in the front of your mat as if you were trying to rip it off. Then look between your two hands, and you're going to bring your left foot, then your right. Abandon the body down, and then either come up in one straight line or bring your buttocks down, push on your thighs, breathe in, and breathe out, prayer. Again on the right side, breathe in, breathe out, dive, breathe in, flat back. Breathe out, down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back or the knee. Left foot, then come back down. Push up, breathe out, cobra, breathe in. Downward facing dog. And then look between your two hands. Bring the right foot. Breathe out, left foot. And up, breathe in. Breathe out, prayer. Left side, breathe in. Breathe out, dive, abandon down. Breathe in, flat back. Breathe out, down, and breathe in, left foot. Retain the breath, plank, then push up, breathe out, and breathe in Cobra. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Look in front, bring your left leg, then your right, and come back up. Breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. Stay here for a few seconds. Feel the energy circulating. Connect back to your normal breath. And just smile inside of you. Now, if you want to finish your practice here, I invite you to either sit on your heels or lay down on your back for just a few minutes of relaxation. If you lay down on your back, roll back one vertebra at a time and turn your hands facing up, your palm facing up so that your shoulder blades are against the floor, chin slightly entered, the openness of your hips in their normal openness, and just relax into this posture. Let yourself go. Abandon yourself to this time that is yours.